obviously the veteran on the team. Do you feel like the leadership role is something that you're suited for, or is it something you're still growing into?
I feel like it's something that I grew into over time. It started last year for me. Coach Toller told me that our receiver group kind of like builds off my energy, so I got to make sure like my mindset is right and I have a upbringing that like breeds positive. So that's what I try to focus on, just have a certain type of positive energy and keep a bounce in my step.
Your wide receiver room is going to look a whole lot different in the fall.
Yes, sir.
You're going to double or more.
Yeah.
And add a lot of size,
yeah.
too. How do you expect that to change things?
I mean, I don't think it'll change too much. I feel like we're good where we're at, and it just adds more field power. You know, we have like certain people here, like Mason, both of the Mason Bengals and things like that. So we're just glad that can't wait to have them back.
There are some changes this offseason. You could have easily said, you know what, I'm going to look for a fresh start and go somewhere else. What kept you here?
Pretty much Coach Toller and the Cal base family. I'm big on family, so I felt like it was home here. So I was like, why would I leave it? It feels like home to me. So I was big on family, and that's one of the reasons why I stayed.
When you saw what the offense was going to look like under Coach Spav, what excited you about that opportunity?
I mean, over time, he has very explosive offenses, and his receivers went to the league. And every time he had a top 10 offense when he was offensive coordinator. So as a receiver, you got to love that. So that's what I seen. I just love his energy about the game and how straightforward he is. He's down to earth, and I love that. So yeah. There's
been a lot of talk, especially early on, about the vertical game.
Yeah.
How do you factor into that?
I mean, that's watching film. That's one of the most things I do is just deep threat. So it's just I just grin every time I see it. I'm happy for it.
Obviously, you know, with the room changing a little bit, there's opportunities for some guys that maybe haven't had those opportunities. Yeah. What have you seen from some of those guys that are getting a chance to showcase their abilities this spring?
I feel like everybody's stepping out their shell. One that's shocking me the most right now is Javen. Last year, he was kind of in his shell, but he's more confident now in himself, and he's just trusting in himself and believing in himself. And I just love to see it. From where he started, from where he's at now, I love to see it.
Who's that again?
Javen Plummer. Yes, sir.
You got Maven and Monroe with you with that first unit. What have you seen from them and their development so far this spring?
I mean, they're both hard workers, and we just feed off each other, try to steal releases or techniques from one another. So they're just hard workers, and I try to feed off them, and they try to feed off me. So we just try to push our receiver room as far as we can take them.
Jaden broke off a big run to open the team period.
Yeah.
If that was a game, it would open up a lot of things for you guys. How valuable is it to have, not only him, but Byron and some of these other running backs as well?
It's just easy. Like you said, if they're making runs like that, they're going to have to load the box. And if they load the box, it's going to be one-on-one outside. So we love that matchup.
How do you feel like your connection with Sam is growing on the receivers?
I think it's good. We still have work to do, but over time, we're getting better and better. We scored today on a scramble drill. That's pretty much going to be how it is in the game, because Sam, I don't think he's going to get tackled like that. He's going to extend a lot of plays with his feet. So I just got to keep working and get on the same page. But, yeah.
Are you getting used to catching balls from the quarterback on the run?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's basically backyard football. I was doing that since I was in elementary school, so it's fun. It's real fun to me. It brings back memories. So, yeah.
Did you look into the transfer portal at all?
Nah, not really. I just told my concerns with Coach Toller straight up. I was like, Coach, I'm scared. Like, I don't know what's going on. Because we lost 3 quarterbacks. We lost our starter, Jack, and then we lost Kai, then our other one, Zach Johnson. So I'm like, dang, we don't got no quarterbacks right now. Coach just told me, like, just believe me, everything will be all right. And I believe in him with all my heart, so I just stayed.
Were you surprised that Sturdivant left?
Not really, because we talked about it. He told me what he was going to do. So he just said he was going to fill it out. But it's the best to him, so yeah, love that guy.
And how's Fernando coming along?
He's real good. Nando, if y'all know Nando, he's a lot of energy, and we love Nando. He doesn't care. He's going to throw the ball. He doesn't care. Like, that's his mentality. He's trying to win. He's trying to move the ball. So I'll stand behind Nando.
Does he call you sir like he does us?
Nah, not really. He calls me Jay Hunt. But yeah.
All right.
Coach Spav talked earlier in spring about trying to have some fun during the spring and with his offense. Yeah. What have you seen from just the different looks he's showing you guys and different things he's kind of bringing to the table that he's maybe just trying out during the spring?
The difference I've seen is just he's letting us play ball. He just gives us call and just leaves it up to us. And he sees what we think on the field, and then we'll go talk about it and then say what he thinks and when we watch film on Tuesday. But he's just letting us play ball, and I think that's one of the funniest things. Like, where he doesn't keep us in the box, he's letting us be free, and I love that a lot from Spav.
Can you expand on that a little bit? How is your role different with this offense versus last year's offense?
Last year it was like a lot of like stationary stuff where we had to Sometimes it's like a mandatory. We had to do this mandatory. Where in SPAD we can break things off, things like that. So I would say that's a different thing.
More wide receiver responsibility?
Yeah, yes, sir. But so it's not too much. It's just we just playing. Yes, sir.
Spring ball coming into an end this week. What are some things that you have in your mind that you're focused on that you guys need to get better at by the time fall camp arrives?
I'll just say tempo, because the faster we go, the harder it is for the defense. So I would just say our tempo, getting back to the ball. So yeah.
Are receivers expected to be more physical on the blocking game in this scheme?
I would just say it was the same as last year. Our main job, Coach Choller tells us to keep our men off the tackle. So whoever's our man at that play, we got to keep him off the tackle. So it doesn't, the physicalness doesn't change from last year or this year. It's going to be the same. Yep.
Any DBs that you go against regularly that have impressed you or have stood out to you?
I like all of them, but Noah impressed me just because he's transferring. Noah's been really good. K. Moore's been really good. Yeah, all of them have been good. I just like them because they all do different things. Lou does different things. Jay Herb does different things from one another, but I all like them. But Noah, the transfer, has probably impressed me the most. He's real patient.
You guys go against each other in one-on-ones quite a bit.
Yeah,
I mean, what have you seen? What have you seen that stood out about just what he brings to the table?
He's just real patient. He uses his hands very well. So I think that's one of my things I got to work on at the line of scrimmage, working my hands too. So we just sharpening each other's tools, and I can't wait. I can't wait to just keep going at him. He's gonna get me better. I'm gonna go get him better. So yeah.